Hello, everybody, and of course, welcome back to another episode of XTalknIsh with your boy X. And
Ish, what up? What up?
we appreciate everybody as always for tuning in. And as always, if you are on Facebook, please make sure you like and share this broadcast so we can get some more people checking out tonight's episode. And if you are on Twitter, please make sure you follow us and check out the broadcast on Twitter on my Twitter page at X_Williams81. And if you are on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe on YouTube at our YouTube channel at XTalknIsh, and make sure you hit the notification bells for future shows as well.
Ding.
Thank you for that, Ish. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
All righty then, Ish. It was a very fast week last week to me. I don't know about you, but it went by pretty fast. And the only thing that went by faster was the slow ass Hall of Fame game that we saw. We honestly we don't even really need to call it a game. It was more like a scrimmage.
Yeah, the scrimmage is what it was, man.
And it is what it is when it comes to both teams. We didn't really expect too much from both teams. But of course the Cowboys do what the Cowboys do best, and that's they put up 3 points. No matter where they go, they're gonna put up 3 points. All right. So we ain't gonna disrespect Cowboys on this show. All right.
Only three.
They gonna show up and they gonna put up 3 points. So we're gonna shout out the Cowboys.
Give you that three.
But on some serious note, tonight we have some very, very special guests. We appreciate them for being on tonight from the podcast of Men Are Men. My brother from another mother, Maurice Lane and Donovan, again from the podcast Men Are Men. Thank you very much for joining us on XTalknIsh.
What's good, man? What's up? Appreciate y'all having us.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Appreciate the shade y'all already throwing, but it's all good.
And that's what I was going to bring up. I appreciate you guys as well for coming on to the show. And if you didn't hear already, Donovan, he is a Cowboys fan. And I'm not going to throw any shade because the shade that the Cowboys threw on themselves is already thrown on there. So there's no reason for me to bring it up. I just want to hear what you guys have to say about what you saw on that Thursday night at the Hall of Fame game, and what do you have as a Cowboys fan? What do you have in your mindset for Cowboy fans to think and to hope to have this upcoming season?
First, my apologies on my ESPN app going off. That was probably a Dallas Cowboy notification. It happens all day, every day. Everywhere you go, not just America, everywhere you go, Dallas Cowboy notifications everywhere. So that was probably something. Dak Prescott was probably throwing the ball to Amari Cooper. Who knows? Now, what I saw was enough to say our first round pick is a player. Our first round pick is going to play and make plays and be the reason why we're going to go from the 30th ranked defense to top 15 again. Which means the team is going to be competitive in the playoffs. I think that's really all you get from a first preseason game where really he was the only starter that played, right?
Jalen Smith, linebacker from Notre Dame, he played as well.
I think Micah took his spot. No,
they're going to be playing together. They're going to play next, side by side. Come on, Cowboys fans, you're supposed to know that.
Well, to be honest,
that's a dangerous linebacker group.
I would not play Jalen. I don't trust him. But either way, we have 3 decent linebackers, and he's the leader. And I think that's what we learned from that game. Honestly, I think that's what
so you're saying as a Cowboys fan that in the linebacker group that y'all have right now, Micah is already the leader, stepping onto the field already, not having played a snap. He's already the leader.
I say that because did he play football last year?
He did.
No. Right? He's a rookie who didn't even play football for a year. And he came out ready to play, knew the plays, found the ball, looked more explosive than everybody on the team. I feel like as a leader, you have to do that. And if you hear him speak, he don't talk like, he seems like somebody who, you can probably follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seems like somebody who, okay, he a dog. Like, you going to follow this dude out and he going to thump somebody, and he ain't going to just be swiping like Jalen Smith. He actually going to be playing football. And I think that's what we need. I think that's what you learn from the game. The 3 points don't matter, man. Y'all know Dak Prescott gonna put up 40 points. Come on now.
Oh.
The offense is not to be. Look at the face.
Well, I just want before we get into the rest of this conversation, I want everybody to know that we are actually going to have Donovan and Maurice on, not just on this episode, but in future episodes throughout the season.
Oh, we
to
have
make
to
sure that we
Dak
keep
is gonna
up
put
with
40.
Cowboys and Cowboy Nation to see how they are doing beginning of the season, the middle of the season, and towards the end of the season to see if they had the same type of energy. Because we'll piece these videos together, and we're gonna see if they had the same type of energy throughout the season. But Donovan, you weren't even just talking about being competitive. You said straight up Cowboys going to the playoffs. So that means you're either going to be winning the division or you're going to get a wild card spot. Help me out on that. What you think?
Oh, win the division got to be if Dak Prescott plays every game, winning the division has to be the expectation.
Okay. Mo,
like that.
my other brother from this podcast, Men Are Men. What you think about that?
Look, man, do I think the Cowboys will make the playoffs? I don't know. I personally can't say that. You know, I don't see Dak Prescott being a top quarterback like some see him to be. So I wouldn't agree with it. But you know, it's any man's game. I mean, this 3 points we just saw, though. I mean, of course, we all know that's preseason. Starters probably barely even got in. Well, they weren't even in really, so that really didn't matter. But I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting season nonetheless, though. I can't lie.
For the people that are tuning in right now, checking this out live, let us know in the comments section. Do you believe that Dak Prescott can lead the Dallas Cowboys
Come on, see, that's what
to the playoffs this year? I just want to hear what the people have to say. We just got to see what
Y'all
the
not
people
gonna
have to say.
how y'all gonna disrespect this man like he ain't went to the playoffs before?
Hey, I'm just gonna say with the NFC least being what it is, there's no telling of who could come out of that division. So it's possible that Dak Prescott can definitely take this team to win that division and then go on to lose in the first round. I definitely could see that happening.
See that as well.
Eagles they just lost, of course, the old boys. I mean, they going through some problems too.
Bro, you laughing because you know that's ridiculous. Then there's no other team that matches up with the Cowboys in that division.
Okay, I have a question. Why is the team that won the division last year continue to get disrespected like they're not there anymore?
Yeah.
Honestly, who won? I can't remember.
The Washington football team.
They upgraded the quarterback position.
Who's their quarterback?
Fitzmagic.
I mean, I'll take Fitz 4 games of Fitz tragic than what y'all have from time to time. I'm just saying.
You taking Fitzpatrick over?
I'm taking Fitzmagic over
because I know I'm at least I know what I'm getting from. That too.
You're saying that without a team, bro. You're saying that without you would not start a team. If somebody gave you the Dallas Cowboys and said, "Look, you got one move, you gonna take Fitzpatrick over Dak Prescott? That's gonna be your move."
I mean,
I'm disrespectful.
I know he's gonna be on the field. I know what to expect from him. I'm not expecting him to beat the world.
That's why he's on every team. What do you mean?
Bruh, he did almost lead the Miami Dolphins to the playoffs last year. He did that. It wasn't Tua that did that. He did that. Fitzmagic. That's why Washington wanted him. They upgraded that position. I think that Dallas fans are being very disrespectful to think that y'all got a guy that's coming off of an ankle injury and he's just going to step in and carry a team past the Washington football team. Like, let's give Washington a little bit of
credit. Let's give him a little credit because that defense,
good defense,
and his upgraded as well too.
And they've upgraded. So if Fitzmagic come in and he even plays decent, that team is still the leader in the NFC least. I think that Dallas can, if they put it all together, win that division. I do. As much as I hate on Dallas, I don't even hate on them. I just like messing with y'all fans. But as much as I like to give y'all a hard time, I think that is the one team that I see that could potentially win the NFC East and take it away from Washington football team. The problem is Dallas is not consistent, and y'all always find a way to mess it up for yourself. Like always.
I mean,
that's like that seemed like y'all's drop for the show. Like
nope, we didn't need to coerce that or none. That was just off the dome.
That's off the dome. That's not even rehearsed.
Y'all been watching America's team a little too much. They on TV a little too often. That's all that is, because deep down there's a couple teams that you can say see, look at this.
Lee says if the Cowboys O-line stays healthy, there's no reason Cowboys shouldn't win the division. And I'll rebuttal with that and say, not so fast, my friend, as our friend Lee Corso would say, because, again, with the Washington football team, I have more of a trust in them when it comes to their defense and their defense being able to create points than I do with can Dak not win the game in the first 3 quarters of the game. Can he play a 4-quarter game? Can he win y'all the game without having to have a miraculous comeback to win again? Like, again, can he be the quarterback that we expect him to be, and the quarterback that y'all are paying him the money that he's going to be making this upcoming season? If everybody that's a Cowboys fan want Dak to be what Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, if they want him to be on that level, this is the season for him to show us. Am I wrong? I mean, you have a healthy Zeke. The offensive line is a little bit better than what it has been in the past couple of years, and you have all those weapons that you have on as a wide receiver, and your defense has gotten better. So, I'll say for you, Donovan, since we're going to wrap this up in a little bit, as a Cowboys fan, what would be disappointing to you as a season?
A Dak Prescott healthy season?
Yes.
Disappointing.
If everything is healthy and everything goes right, no injuries on that good stuff, what would be disappointing to you?
With 17 games, I'm just going to say missing the playoffs is unacceptable.
Okay.
We have 2 players. I mean, we're too deep at receiver, so that means you lose Cooper, I don't care. You have CD. You have Gallup. You lose CD, I don't care. You have Gallup. Make the playoffs, right? Weak division. All that above. I'm gonna hold my team to high standards. You got to win the division.
I don't necessarily think that they have to win the division. I don't think I don't think it'll be disappointing if they don't win the division. But I definitely agree with you that if they don't make the playoffs, that's a disappointing season. If Dak is healthy the whole season, the Cowboys must make the playoffs. At the minimum, they must make the playoffs. I don't want to hear nothing.
How much is he making this coming year?
Should be 41, right?
No, 70. I heard 70 something
this year.
70-something million this year alone. The next person is 35.
I gotta go check the number now because Wayne said it might be money outside of football plus the money he making with football too. It might be all that combined. But ain't nobody in the NFL making $70 million now.
He got a lot of pressure on him, but they got talent. He got to make the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah, and apparently Lee says yes, he is. So I guess he is. I don't know if I'm agreeing to. I don't know if he's okay. Okay, he's talking about the contract. Yes, about $70 million. Okay. So yes, Lee, we appreciate that. Yes, I appreciate that. Donovan says, I know my facts, so shut your ass up, X, about the Cowboys, and I respect that tremendously. What I will say to wrap this up, and I have Mo say one more thing before we wrap this whole topic up. For the Cowboys, I agree when it comes to you don't have to win a division, but you do have to at least make it to the playoffs. The reason why I say it is because this is Mike McCarthy's second year. Last year, I think, was a mulligan because of everything that was going on. You let him make it. Jerry Jones is giving you nothing but support this upcoming season. Everybody's back for the most part. It is a rejuvenated, I'm thinking on the outside looking in, it's a rejuvenated Cowboys team. And Dak is their guy. You know, we saw how Zeke plays when Dak is not there. You know, and when them two are in sync, and they are playing for one another, that offense looks a lot better than what it looked like in the past year and a half-ish, right? So it's gonna be very interesting to see how the Cowboys look. It really is a 2-team race in that division for the most part. Washington football team, the Cowboys. Giants have still a lot more pieces to fill up in there, and of course the
Eagles.
The one more time.
The Eagles.
There you go. The Eagles. I'm sorry. The Eagles. I think they have even more issues than they think that they believe that they have. For some reason, I think that the Eagles think that they are just a piece.
Oh, they think they're competing for the division.
Exactly.
This year.
Exactly. They're not at all. Again, we'll get into that a little bit later. Mo, before we get on with the next topic, you have anything to say about the Cowboys?
I ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys too much. No more than what I said. Yeah, they do have too much talent. Obviously, with a quarterback making 70, I mean, as of course a fan would say, you making that much, we better be at least in the playoffs. Like no exceptions. And I'm sure Jerry's having this conversation as well, though. To think about it, he's paying him the money, so yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Before we move on, it sounds like my boy McQueen wants to make his announcement be known. He says, "Hey, ex-longtime fan, I watch all the time. Are you from Texas? We know where I'm from, so we're not going to entertain that, sir." All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. This is what happens when you bring Army people onto your show. This is what happens. They act a fool.
I was confused.
They act a
That's a good one.
Anyways, all right. So we're going to talk a little bit about the class of 2020 and the class of 2021. Of course, they had to combine both of these classes for the Hall of Fame due to Corona last year. And unfortunately, with the class 2020 on my little widget, I wasn't able to get everybody in there just due to spacing. Wasn't able to get everybody in there but for the most part, of course, everybody knows those two main coaches, Bill Coward and Jimmy Johnson, the commissioner before Roger Goodell took over, Paul Tagliabue, Harold Carmichael, and of course guys like Cliff Harris and Winston Hill was able to finally make it into this class. And also with class of 2021, a guy like Drew Pearson, who's been waiting forever to get on was on the ballot. He finally made it in. Tom Flores, same what goes with him. Peyton Manning, John Lynch, and Calvin Johnson. We'll just go around the table and hear what you guys have to say about these two classes and how y'all felt about the speeches that some of these guys gave, and what was your overall thought process of this year's class, or classes, I should say. Anybody can go.
Go ahead, Mo.
Me personally, long time Peyton Manning fan, so watching that was cool. Of course, I was a Colts fan back in the day, which I might be going back to him since my Texans are just completely dropping the ball. But
don't worry, we'll get to the Texans. We'll get to the Texans real soon. Don't worry, we'll get to them real soon.
I knew it was coming. I knew Donovan. Y'all gonna let me get out of here that easy.
Oh, no, not at all.
Nah, I'm excited, man. Calvin Johnson, Charles Woodson, John Lynch, those guys are, of course, like greats. Just watching them. But like I said, my favorite was seeing the Edgerrin James like as a running back / fullback. So I enjoy watching it. Somebody said Texas.
Man, it's sad looking at Calvin Johnson.
Why you said that? You don't think he should have made it?
I mean, he just retired so soon. You see that name and then you be like, dang, he retired at like 28, like 30 or whatever age he was, and he was dominant, man. You see him, and then all you got to do is show that one picture.
Yeah.
Of him wide out with two cornerbacks on the line. Like, that's how they had to guard this dude. Like, he was that dominant. And it wasn't because he was big. It was because he was big. He was faster than you. He was more athletic. So I don't know. I kind of think of Calvin Johnson. I think about how I just remember when I think of that class, I just think about how great he was and how you really could not stop him no matter what you did. He was going to basically catch the ball.
Now, can I be that bad guy when it comes to Calvin Johnson?
Yeah.
Can I be that guy? I'm gonna be that guy.
You know
I'm gonna be that guy.
I love it.
Gotta be the guy, huh?
Oh, you know I am.
Let's hear it, bro.
Calvin Johnson shouldn't have gone first ballot.
Here you go with that.
Oh, you damn right.
Nonsense.
Oh, you damn right.
I don't want to hear that.
No, you gonna hear it tonight.
I don't want to hear that.
Everybody on this goddamn podcast, YouTube, Twitter feed, whatever we on tonight, y'all gonna hear this again. If Terrell Owens had to wait, not once, not twice, but 3 times, 3 years. If he had to wait for 3 years to get in because of petty folks that want to make him wait, But you want to put Randy Moss in first ballot? You want to put Megatron in first ballot? So you know what? You might as well put Mario Williams in first ballot while we at it. What? You might as well put everybody else in first ballot while we at it. How about we just do that?
Everybody.
Put everybody else in, damn it.
Mario Williams.
Hey, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel when it comes to how you gonna skip out on T.O., who should easily have been first ballot Hall of Famer. But you're gonna put Calvin Johnson in, like you just said right now, Donovan, who wasn't even in the league that long. Respect to Megatron because he was that dude.
But you talking like he not though. You talking like he
minimum second ballot.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
You wilding again, man, with that nonsense. Hey, he's in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to hear it anymore.
At the end of the day, the principal gonna be the principal, and y'all gotta respect the principal. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So again, I'm gonna be that guy. I love me some Calvin Johnson, but he definitely should have went second. If T.O. gonna go third, Calvin Johnson gotta go at least second. That's all.
This dude almost had 2,000 yards in a season. Calvin Johnson, a beast.
Let's go to the comment section right quick. Shout out to Nick Height. He said Peyton don't have a 4-head. He got a 6-head. The Dame thing could be used for a spotlight in World War II. Yes, everybody, of course, saw the bust of the 4-head. It was, I'm pretty sure everybody all saw the memes as well with Peyton's bust. Lee says, my braids are too tight. Obviously, I'm not thinking straight, but they are tight, but they are not hurting me at all when it comes to thinking. Your boy obviously is on the right page of, hey, if you're going to do T.O. dirty like that, I'm just saying you got to make it right. Just saying. All right, T.O. and Calvin should be first ballot. I respect it. And you can't base it off of T.O. getting hold. You damn right I definitely can. Just saying. And it's because they wear 81. Hey, you might be right on that. Dame. But anywho, again, Ish, do you have anything to say about the Hall of Fame ceremony before I have my 2 cents on?
I mean, no, it was pretty cool seeing it. I think the 2021 class was pretty stacked as far as it comes to like players that we grew up watching and everything. Peyton Manning, Calvin Johnson, Charles Woodson, John Lynch. I mean, Alan Faneca. That right there is a class, man. That class is top notch. And you got Tom Flores in there. Like, that is crazy. The 2020 class, I do feel like they kind of got slept on a little bit. I mean, it just kind of sucks because of COVID. They didn't get their time to shine because, I mean, obviously a lot of people were checking in for Peyton Manning this year. They weren't really out there paying attention to some of these other names. But, I mean, there's no slouches in there, too. You got Troy Polamalu, Edgerrin James, I mean, Winston Hill, Cliff Harris. There's a lot of really good names in there, too. Jimmy Johnson, and you know, it's funny enough, my man couldn't allow Jimmy Johnson to shine. He had to overshadow it by saying that he was gonna finally, after years, which I'd love to hear from a Cowboys fan, how you feel about that. After everybody already knew that Jimmy Johnson should have been in the Ring of Honor, now Jerry Jones is like, oh yeah, we're gonna let you into the Ring of Honor. Like, bruh, get it, let that man have his time with the Hall of Fame. Like, why now you gotta try to overshadow it by bringing up this little petty beef that you had?
Let's hear it, Donovan.
I mean, how do you feel?
5.7 billion.
So what you're saying is every move that Jerry Jones makes is a money move, is what you're saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you want me to say. That's Jerry. Why else would he have?
I mean, yeah, it is Jerry. You're right.
That's Jerry.
Why we expect anything else? That's Jerry.
Yeah,
you're right.
5.7 billion. He gonna get money.
And when you have money like that, you can make any types of moves that you want to make. So that's just how I see it on that one. I'll just wrap it up as well when it comes to what I saw. Just like when Mo started off with Peyton Manning, I was able to watch that speech, and of course it got circulated throughout social media and throughout the other sports news channels. And like everybody spoke about when it comes to Peyton Manning, was he campaigning to be the next commissioner of the NFL? Does he want to be a league ambassador of just, moving the game forward or whatever it is? But I'll say whatever Peyton wants to do moving forward with football, he is the perfect person to be that spokesperson, because we all grew up with Peyton, watching him play, right? And watching him go from Newman High School to Tennessee to the Colts to the Broncos. And we really don't, of course, besides Tom Brady that loves football as much as Peyton, what other guy do you know that you feel like that you could trust in and say, you know what, I know that this guy's going to get the job done. And it don't matter if it's the commissioner or if he wants to own an NFL team moving forward. I think Peyton Manning is going to be very successful no matter what he does with football. And it's going to be very interesting to see. It kind of reminds me kind of like with Kobe. When it comes to with Kobe, he didn't, of course, want to do with the basketball thing. He wanted to do with being as a parent, right? I think I like being able to see an athlete's next phase in their life, right? And I think with Peyton, we get to see that, and hopefully we get to see what matures out of that, right? So it'll be very interesting to see what happens with that. And we thank, of course, the Hall of Fame every year for providing us some nice little entertainment throughout that. And again, before we get up out of here, we want to hear what Mo has to say about the Texans. You are a Texan fan. So before we talk to Donovan about his Cowboys and what he has for this upcoming season, we're gonna go ahead and hand it off to you. You haven't spoke too much about your Texans, so let's hear what you got to say.
Man, honestly, the only thing I really can say, despite of what's going on, is I think the Texans need to go ahead and, if we're gonna cut Deshaun, we need to go ahead and send that cut. Obviously, if we're gonna try to make the trade, whatever, we just need to go ahead and do what we need to do. We're almost a year into these allegations. Nobody's been nothing's finalized. It's just still in the air. Like now I'm hearing he's not even starting. He's not even running plays, obviously, because he told the team he wanted to leave. So he's probably playing third string, safety against second string. And personally, I think, let the man go, though. If he already said he don't want to play, it's already been evident. Like, he does not want to play for the Texans. Let him go. Period. And that's coming from a fan. But I don't know, man. Me personally, I'm tired of the organization as a whole. We've been riding on the whole. We're still young. We're still new. We're still trying to figure it out. I think there's been teams that's figured it out in a quicker time than we have. We was talking about that, Xavier, and I just think the excuses, they've kind of caught up with him, and as a fan, it just gets old and boring. So I'm not sure who I'm riding with, but I just don't like the organization itself. So I think I might be packing my bags and getting out this year. I don't know.
Now, I actually have an uncle who is actually betting on and saying that without Deshaun Watson playing for the team this season, the Texans will go 0-17 this year. Now, this is also coming from a Lions fan whose team went 0-16 one year, and I just think he really just don't want the Lions to be the only team in NFL history to go winless. But what do you think? Because you did win 4 games with Deshaun Watson. Without Deshaun Watson, how many games do you think you can win?
I'm not gonna lie, and this is coming from a complete other side. I actually like Tyrod Taylor. He's not a bad quarterback. Didn't get that much shine with Buffalo. He's literally like a Walmart Deshaun. You know what I mean? Half the price, whatnot, maybe a little bit less athletic. Here and there, you could polish some things up. But honestly, with Tyrod coming in, I think we may at least win 5 games. I'm gonna go 5, at least 5 games.
Who is Tyrod Taylor throwing the ball to?
We lost Fuller, of course. So we lost Fuller. We look at a little shabby in the wide receiver department. I'm not gonna.
But 5 games.
I'm
5
still
games.
saying 5.
You said 5 games?
Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Cowboy fans. I thought Cowboy fans delusional. Wow. Oh,
So you
right.
think we lose it every game?
I hope.
I didn't say that at all.
Every game, but I didn't say
but
one game more
a
than
one game
Deshaun Watson.
increase. A one game increase
saying.
with the guy that led the NFL last year in passing yards.
And
Look
you
at our
lost
schedule.
your best receiver. You lost your best receiver because Will Fuller
We have
was
the
the best
softest
receiver.
schedule, right? That's been the league talk for
Y'all
years,
have the
right?
softest team
Y'all
right
got
now.
the softest schedule. That's your excuse for 5 games. I hope whoever you work for is not watching this podcast because tomorrow you will get drug tested. Because for you to come on here and say 5 games, I know you on something. You are on something.
I still
Ain't
gotta
no
have
way.
hope, man. Hey, it's at the same time, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. Even being the player on the team, it's not their fault, bro. Like I'm a true fan. I'm gonna ride it out for my team, but like it's not their fault, bro. Our organization hasn't made the best choices, man. So we are here, you know.
Bro, let me tell you. Let me just say this realistically. The only way y'all win 5 games is if y'all come out here in the wing tee because y'all got a damn near like half the squad is running backs. Yep. So if you come out in the wing tee and start running triple option with Melvin Ingram and all them boys,
and don't forget about
win 5 games.
Don't go ahead and get PD from Remember the Titans because he's the only one gonna be able to toss that mug because Tyrod ain't doing it.
Yeah, he ain't got the pitch down, so you gonna have to go get somebody else.
If not, you're gonna have to bring Sunshine in.
This man said 5 games.
We still got Brandon Cooks, low key. I
mean, yes, but Brandon Cooks, Kiki Kuti.
Yeah. You got Nico Collins, who you drafted in the 3rd. I'm like,
bad choices, man. Bad choices.
All right, so but seriously, let's ask this question one more time before the season starts. What is your? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna. Hold on. I got everybody. Hold up.
Yeah.
I need everybody to see this. This is my little whiteboard. We gonna put down.
Let's go.
We gonna put down people's predictions that come on this show. People's predictions on how they feel about their team. So Mo, you're gonna be number 1. Donovan, you're gonna be number 2. Mo, what do you think your Texans? I'm gonna put your name down on here. We're gonna have this down for next episodes. Next episode moving forward. Mo, Houston Texans. What do you have this upcoming season? 5-12.
It wins.
5-12.
No, 5. No, 5. I was.
Come on, say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
5. We're still getting 5, baby.
All right.
5-12. And look, just think of this though. As bad as our organization look, y'all got all the reasons, right? Y'all can name every reason why we won't win the 5. I can at least shoot for 5. It's the least.
No, man. No.
I was supposed to say 2.
You ain't got no faith in that.
Yeah, you supposed to say 2, bro.
Come on,
you supposed to be realistic and just say 2.
Y'all don't even have JJ White. If y'all had the Great White Hope, I would be like, you know what? Maybe JJ. You know, he can hype y'all up for like, you know, half the season before he gets hurt again the rest of the season. And then I got you, maybe 5. But y'all ain't got the Great White Hope anymore.
Hold on.
We need
let me see this. I just want to go through this real quick because I find this interesting where we're gonna get these 5 games from. So week 1 versus Jacksonville. Okay. You say that's the win?
That I agree. No, I'll say that, and I'll say it right now in the show. The Texans are winning that first game against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, and we see them twice.
They gonna win that game.
The first game at home. The first game at home,
and then they're gonna lose the rest of the games after that.
Okay, but hold on now. So then the Cleveland Browns week 2 away.
They're gonna shock the world, huh? They're gonna shock the world. Be Cleveland in Cleveland, huh?
No, that's
Carolina at home.
Carolina
at home.
Sam Darnold.
I think we could. I think that's gonna be the second win of the season right there.
Okay, so that's a win.
Possibly Carolina.
Okay, Buffalo away.
We just got their quarterback. We got their trash.
Okay.
New England. Okay, we at 3 almost right now.
They got
that's a maybe.
You got. Oh, that's a maybe. You said that's a maybe. Okay, I'll give you that.
Buffalo,
one.
Come on, Buffalo.
Okay.
Maybe.
You think you really think you mess with Buffalo?
Can y'all name 5 starters on the Buffalo offense right
Josh
now?
Allen.
Josh Allen. Diggs.
5. Okay, that's 2.
You got what's his name?
Or somebody.
Look,
they stole our white boy. They stole our white boy.
Yeah, they had Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley, but Beasley don't play. Yeah, Beasley still play.
I said Brandon Cooks, and y'all said
who's
the squad? The Bills got a squad.
The Bills,
they're not relying on one person over there. They have a whole squad.
But they made it to the AFC Championship game.
That's true. That's
So
true.
you taking a team that won that? Okay, so you think you're gonna beat the Buffalo Bills? You said that's a maybe. So I'm gonna give you 3 wins now. All right. So New England Patriots at home.
That's a loss. That's a loss. Cam gonna do
How you say New England is a loss and you say Buffalo's a baby?
It was a quick loss.
See that Patriot mystique for some people are apparently still out here, but whatever. Continue.
Okay. So the Colts,
y'all saying, hold on, I'm gonna play the victim. Y'all saying we could beat New England? Y'all saying we could beat Cam?
Yes, because Cam might not even be starting by the time y'all play them. Because Cam might not even be starting by the time y'all play the Patriots.
Okay,
if y'all playing a rookie, y'all gonna lose.
It could be Mac Jones.
Right. In the comments, I need y'all to defend me. I said 5 games. We on week 5 right now, and y'all done low key gave me already 3.
First of all,
I didn't give you.
I only gave y'all one. I only gave you one, and that's week 1.
And then Ace low key came and said,
I got 2. So for me personally, let me go through the schedule. I'll tell you right now. I've got maybe you win week 1. Possibly week 5 against New England, you may be able to beat them. That's 2 wins, right? You lose to the Colts away. You lose to Arizona away. You lose to the Rams at home. You lose to Miami away. You lose to the Titans for sure in Tennessee. You may possibly beat the Jets. So I give you 3 because you may possibly beat the Jets because Zach Wilson already
acting up. Already acting up in New York.
Right.
Yeah.
And you at home, so you may actually get lucky enough to win that. So right now I got you with 3 wins, right? You're going to lose to the Colts. You're going to lose to Seattle. You're going to lose to Jacksonville in Jacksonville. You're going to lose to the Chargers. You're going to lose to the 49ers. You're going to lose to the Titans. So you may at best win 3 games.
I shot 2 more and I said 5. That's not that crazy. Y'all was on the fence
so
about
4, I can see 4 because Jacksonville, you play them twice and you may win the 2 Jacksonville games.
I'll say 4 because of the 17 games this season. You get one more extra game. You get one more extra game maybe to win. Most likely you're going to lose it though.
Yeah. I don't think they get more than what they got with Deshaun Watson. That's my only thing is
I don't see a +1 without Deshaun Watson.
That team last year
easily
carried that team, and then it took him to have a career year for that team to win 4 games. And you think Tyrod Taylor, who I love Tyrod Taylor, I hate that people disrespect Tyrod Taylor because Tyrod Taylor was the first quarterback to lead the Bills back to the playoffs. And everybody want to forget about that, but Tyrod Taylor was the one that did it before Josh Allen did. Okay, so I respect Tyrod Taylor. The problem is, he's playing for the Texans, and the Texans have absolutely zero wide receivers right now.
Or line.
You got 10 running backs. So I'm hoping that they just gonna come out, like I said, and run triple option. You're gonna run the triple option, hopefully, and that's how you're gonna win games and just shock everybody. Because they won't have anything to scheme against you. The defense still hasn't upgraded anything. So without Deshaun Watson, I don't see you winning more games than you did last year. Like, that's my one thing about the 5 games that I'm confused.
Yeah. I gotta shoot for 1 more, bro. I mean, we going prediction.
You want some improvement. I got you. You want as a fan, you want to see improvement.
We haven't seen any. Y'all clearly
people go through a draft and a free agency and assume that their team gotta gain a game. It don't work like that.
Very true.
It don't work like that. You may have gotten worse.
Well, they went through free agency and they went and signed basically anybody that would walk in the building. So
when they called me, I didn't know who was calling. I'm saying, what?
When they signed Rex Burkhead, I was like, wait, who? Y'all probably don't even know who that is.
First of all, that's Plano East great Rex Burkhead. Don't disrespect Rex Burkhead like that. I've been watching him since FSN back in the day. Played by
okay.
Stop.
Okay.
I've been watching. Hey, that's Rex Burkhead, right? Hey, him. The tales of Rex Burkhead and Sam McGuffey. Trust me, these white boy running backs out here in Texas. We remember them. I'm just saying, we remember them.
I remember saying.
Oh yeah.
I'm not necessarily remembering.
Nah, Rex was Sam in Dallas. That's what Rex Burkhead was in Dallas. Yeah.
What high school?
Plano East.
How many years ago was that?
2008, 2008 time frame. Yeah, I think you graduated. But again, all right, let's go ahead and wrap it up with my boy Donovan. Now, you heard what Mo was sipping on some wine over there. I think he's a little tipsy. You heard what he had to say. Let's come back and bring it a little bit more logically with the Cowboys. I know y'all be out there from time to time, but we've been talking for a little bit, and you sound a lot more logical than a lot of these Cowboys fans. So what you got for us? What you think the Cowboys are going to do? We're going to put your name on the board. We're going to have this for future shows. We're going to come back at it week 8. What you got for me, Donovan?
Dak plays every game, 13 wins. Realistically, if you're trending on 13 wins, you're probably not going to play the last one. So I'm going to go at 12.
Okay.
12 games.
So 12-5 is what you're saying. 12-5.
12-5.
Okay. Now division winners, wild card. What we got? What we got?
Oh yeah. Division.
Okay.
Division winners is tough. I mean, division winner for sure.
I mean, if you're 12 wins in that division,
winner. I was thinking conference, but yeah, division winner for sure.
Okay.
Now, I think Packers probably gonna put up the most wins in the conference, but division win for sure.
Okay.
I think so. I'm looking at the schedule right now. I think 12 games is gonna be. If they hit 12 games,
you really see 14. I saw 14 too. I saw that too. I know. Go ahead.
Let's break down the Cowboys. I'm kidding because I'm looking.
Really saw 14.
Please run down the schedule right quick. Please run down the schedule.
Oh Lord.
Let's hear it. Let's break it
okay.
down.
I definitely don't see 14. My man, I was gonna say that's a stretch. It's gonna be hard, but
Tony Romo gonna get y'all 14 wins before Dak do, and again, y'all gonna lose in the first round of playoffs. Ain't nothing gonna change on that shit. But continue.
So they got Tampa Bay week 1. I don't see you winning that one. Los Angeles, you can beat the Chargers. The Eagles, I think you'll beat the Eagles. The Panthers, you could beat the Panthers. So you at like 3. You could beat the Giants 1, so that's 4. You could beat the Patriots, that's 5. The Vikings, yeah, you could beat the Vikings, that's 6. The Broncos, depends on who they got at quarterback, but yeah, you probably beat them too. That's 7.
We will outscore them. Yes.
You could beat the Falcons, so that's 8. I could definitely see that happening. The Chiefs, you're gonna lose. The Raiders, that's a toss-up because the Raiders.
What the hell?
It depends on what
Derek Carr show up.
Yeah, it depends on what Raiders you show up. But sure, I'll give you that one. That's 8. The Saints, you're at New Orleans. I don't know. That's on their turn. Yeah, that's an iffy one. I'm not gonna give you that one. I'll give you one of the Washington games. So I'll put you at 9 wins. I'll say you lose to New York in New York because New York always played Dallas hard in New York. But even if I gave you New York, that's 10 wins, right? Arizona,
we got to see how they are towards that end of the season.
Maybe you beat Arizona, that's 11 wins. And then the Eagles again in Philly to end the season. Maybe you win that game. I don't know. That would be your 12th win. So, like I said, I don't necessarily see more than 12. 12 is going to be a stretch because
there was a couple maybe L's you gave me. I feel like you saw 14. And you talked yourself out of the hate talks you down to 12.
Oh my!
If that was your squad, you would have talked yourself into 14.
I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Even if it was my squad, I am very realistic when it comes to the Chiefs.
X, can you put me down for 13?
13.
13.
Yeah,
13.
Put me down for 13.
Thank you, Ish, for talking me up for 13.
Oh, okay. Hey, I like it though because really,
y'all really giving the Cowboys undefeated till week 6?
No, I think they're gonna lose the first game. They losing the first game to the Bucs.
They're gonna suck you. That's when you're gonna get nervous.
Losing that first game to the Bucs.
That's when they're gonna get everybody nervous. Oh shit, they look ready.
So you said 13 wins. Donovan. All right. All right. I'm gonna put it on the board.
That night, yeah.
All right. Well, that first, I'll say this: the week one don't mean a lot, but it means something for some teams. And if the Cowboys can come out week 1 and upset the defending Super Bowl champs, it ain't gonna mean shit by week 17 because they probably they're gonna fuck it up some way somehow because that's what Cowboys do. But for at least after week 1, it's gonna get y'all's Cowboy spirits up high. It's gonna have Stephen A. Smith in a frenzy with his head down high, held down low on first take in the morning, it's going to have the Cowboy fans say, "Hey, this is our year." But we just have to wait and see how this Cowboy team not just play in the beginning of the season, but how they face adversity, how they are able to.
Honest with you though,
what's up, Ish? What's up?
I think that Week 3 is the week really where it's going to say it all. Philly at home. If they lose that game to Philly, if they find a way to lose that game in Philly, I think that's where you're going to see the Cowboy fans start. They're going to start their yearly excuses of, well, technically speaking, Mike McCarthy wasn't the guy that we wanted to be our coach. and Jerry going to come out with his excuses. And week 3 against Philly is the game that's really going to set the tone for the season. I don't care about week 1. I don't care about week 2 against the Chargers. It's week 3 against Philly with Jalen Hurts. If they don't trade for Deshaun Watson, because that's rumors still out there. Jalen Hurts at quarterback. If y'all lose to Jalen Hurts at home, oh Lord, I'm ready. That's the week we're gonna have you come back on the show. Directly after week 3.
I'm okay with showing up 2-1 to y'all show. That's fine.
Yeah, we won't have back every week.
2-1.
I'm okay showing up 2-1. That's fine. Y'all acting like I'm gonna be embarrassed to be 2-1. I'm good.
All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to finish up this show tonight with a couple of other NFL news around the NFL. And the main one I'm going to get at, because I know my boy Lee has made sure that I bring this to everybody's attention. Michael Thomas is not happy at all in New Orleans right now. There's a lot of drama going on in New Orleans when it comes to Mike Thomas, coaches, what he should have did in the offseason, what Mike Thomas decided to do. And right now, it seems like, again, I don't know how true it is. I did post it on the XTalknIsh page, on Facebook page about a couple hours ago, but he did request a trade. I don't know how true that is, but Ian Rappaport, that's something that he reported as well. Where there's smoke, there is fire, right? And if Michael Thomas, if there is something that's been brewing amongst the Saints organization and Michael Thomas, could we see Michael Thomas, not in a Saints uniform this upcoming season? Could he be traded before the season even starts? And if he does get traded, again, hypothetically, if he does get traded, what team do you guys see that's an available suitor that could use his services? Go ahead, start off.
The Texans.
Here you go. Here he goes. Y'all have no capital at all to pay this man any amount of money to come play for y'all.
I had to.
He going for no state taxes alone.
Oh my goodness!
I thought he really had a legit team.
Cooper for Thomas.
I thought he was gonna say something serious.
Cooper for Thomas, straight up.
Cooper for Thomas, straight up.
Hey, not a bad trade.
That's not happening.
But it's still not enough. But it'd be.
Well, he don't want to be in New Orleans. It's not good for who. You got a number one. I mean, Amari is a number one receiver, right? He just ain't Michael Thomas.
That's not gonna happen.
My question is, again, who do you feel is better, Amari Cooper? I'm gonna take a Cooper. That's me, because I me personally, Amari Cooper can run every route. He catches the ball. Not consistently. I will say Cooper has his drops in him, but when it comes to scaring a DB, not just in the short game but also in the long game, Michael Thomas only scares me 10 yards in. He ain't gonna burn nobody. He ain't gonna run no post route. He ain't gonna run no go route. He gonna run 5-yard slants.
But why can't nobody stop him? It's weird to me though.
I understand that, but if it's at the end of the day, when it comes to Mike Thomas, what he do in New Orleans, that's all playbook and Drew Brees. That's all that comes down to. Because you do that crap anywhere else, the only place that he could probably get away with that is Kansas City and maybe Buffalo with Josh Allen. So I got two. And go ahead, Ish. I know he's been waiting to say this. Go ahead, Ish.
I got two.
Because I've heard it on social media too. Go ahead, Ish.
I got two real teams, and then I got my dark horse team.
Okay.
My two real teams. Number one, the Jaguars, who it's a no-brainer. They got cap space. They're in the AFC, so if you're the Saints, you get them out of the conference. And hey, Urban Meyer has shown he wants to go get weapons for Trevor Lawrence. What better way to get another weapon for Trevor Lawrence than
that's why they got Tim Tebow, right?
Oh no! Stop that nonsense, Brad. I hope he don't make the squad. But anyway,
he gonna make the squad. Jesus gonna make sure he makes
the squad.
He gonna make the squad, Ishmael. Why? Because he prayed for it. Okay.
Oh Lord.
This is America's man right here.
Anyway, and the number 2 team is the Chargers. They also have cap space. They got Justin Herbert. You want to go get him another guy?
Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Michael Thomas. Oh my goodness,
that's a good little situation right there. If you want to show some love for your guy, so definitely those 2 teams. And again, they also have the cap space. So those 2 teams, to me, they jump off because they got the cap space, and it's a great spot for them. Young quarterbacks, you get them a guy that you can throw some slants to. For me, I'm going to do it again because I did it during the offseason. The Chiefs need to go ahead and get Michael Thomas. I don't care what we got to do for the cap space. Clear the cap space. Go get Michael Thomas because I don't trust in Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman has shown me that he is a fool. He does not do what he's supposed to do in the games when we need him to step up. So I don't trust him as my number 2. I have never trusted him as my number 2. I want Sammy Watkins back because at least Sammy Watkins was doing the right things. Mecole, I don't know what he's doing out there in Kansas City. I want Michael Thomas to run the little slants and have Tyreek Hill running deep on y'all, and y'all choose who you want. You want Michael Thomas underneath, or you want Tyreek Hill up the middle, or Travis Kelce? I mean, pick your poison. I don't care. The Chiefs, we're going back to the Super Bowl. We got Michael Thomas. We're going to win it all, and hooray, everybody.
All righty, then. Let me just read the comment right quick from Lee. He says, if Packers want to keep Rodgers, that's the move. I've been hearing Chargers, Eagles, Ravens as well. Could be great fits. And he also says, talk that ish. Go get them. I will piggyback on what Lee said when it comes to the Packers. I mean, that is, to me, I feel like one of the easier, obvious choices. I don't know off the top of my head when it comes to Cap. I'm assuming Cap is not the right fit for them because I just don't think off the top of my head. I don't know Ish. If you can look that up for me, I don't think cap wise they were able to get him. And honestly, I don't know if Michael Thomas is a good fit for the Green Bay Packers. That's just my opinion.
Well,
we'll say.
I don't think they'll go for him because I think that what's his name? Aaron Rodgers gone, bro. He's playing.
Well, yeah, I mean,
gone. So
no. I agree on that. I think we're all can agree on Aaron Rodgers last year in Green Bay, but. If it is going to be his last year, and if you are the Green Bay Packers, let's just go ahead and do what we got to do for at least ride this last year out and maybe win a Super Bowl.
And try to keep 2 receivers
exactly
with this quarterback that you just drafted
exactly
last year or the year before.
Exactly.
That would be a good move, but that sounds like a storybook. Like that would be a storybook.
But hey, look, the Green Bay Packers organization already messed it up anyways with what they're handling with A-Rod. You might as well find some way to fix it.
Yeah, that would be their best case scenario to get Michael Thomas. I don't think that's going.
I don't think they have enough. They got like $12 million in cap space right now. They'll have to move some things around.
Aaron Rodgers getting paid too much, right?
Well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the biggest cap hit for them.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all.
I made up. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, Cooper.
Here. I'm just saying. Over here. I'm just saying.
The same reason why I think Michael Thomas wants to leave. Look, the same reason why I think Michael Thomas wants to leave New Orleans because of the quarterback situation is the same reason why he does not want to be in Houston.
But who's in the quarterback of the Saints now?
Is depending on is either going to be Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill. I'm sorry, Taysom Hill. I apologize.
Why you don't want to play with Jameis?
Pay some of that.
Hey, that's not me. That's on. Can't stop Mike. That's on him. I mean,
He's looking for a change of scenery. That's all that is.
That's all. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think he realized the writing's on the wall, bro. It's a rebuild. They're rebuilding.
I agree. I agree with
the same level.
Is it though? Is it?
I do think it's a rebuild.
I think it's a
rebuild, but it's a slight rebuild.
I think it's a rebuild without people wanting. I'm sorry, without the Saints organization wanting to let everybody know we're rebuilding. I honestly, just my opinion, I feel like depending on how they look after 8 games will determine what they're going to do with the rest of the season. If they, 2-6, 3-5, they're like, all right, let's just go ahead and, scrap this year out. Let's go ahead and get ready for next season. If they are competitive, 6-2, 4-4, they ride the season out and they keep on trying to play and finish out this season and be competitive in that division. But right now, that division is the Bucs to lose. The Saints are right there, but they just don't have enough. And don't get me wrong, Teddy Bridgewater, we saw what he was able to do a couple years ago when Drew Brees got hurt. But with a guy like Jameis, if he's not able to capitalize on this opportunity right now with the reins, I feel like the reins are going to be given to him sooner or later. I don't think Taysom Hill is the guy. That's just my opinion. We have to wait and see what happens with the Saints, but I don't think Taysom Hill is the quarterback that you want to have as your number one. Jameis is their number one. If Jameis does not capitalize on this situation, we might see Jameis as a number two in the NFL moving forward for the rest of his NFL career.
Jameis gonna be all right. He's too talented.
He got eye surgery. Remember that. So, he can see better now. So he shouldn't be throwing as many interceptions as he did before.
And not even just that. If y'all seen Jameis in training camp, and I'm not talking about the goofy videos, I'm not talking about all the silly stuff that the media gets on Jameis. If you actually have listened to what Jameis have been speaking about when it comes to training camp this season, I'm very impressed on how Jameis is taking everything what he's learned over the last couple of seasons as a quarterback and where he is now, his state of mind, just who he is as a person. I'm really loving what I'm hearing from Jameis, and I really do think he can have a great year up and coming. There's some people out here that feel like he could be the MVP this upcoming season. I'm serious. This is very true.
Although they are saying that Callaway is without Tre'Quan Smith and Michael Thomas in training camp right now, they say he is stepping up and showing out.
Well, one thing I do know about playing an offense that is balanced is that you can't spy on one person, right? So when you play an offense that is not one or two guys heavy, you can dink and dunk and dish the ball out as a quarterback is supposed to do with a balanced offense. And who knows, maybe, again, we might see some of the best. We might be able to see that Florida State University with Jameis Winston that we used to see back then, right? We haven't seen it in a while to where I don't think none of us think that Jameis is a trash quarterback. I just think he needs to get back to his fundamentals, the basics of what made Jameis who he is. And again, we have and before we wrap up this topic, I want to let everybody know next week we will actually have our our 5 guys that need to bring it this upcoming season. The either make it or break it year. That's what we have coming up, and we'll of course have our top 5, Ish and I, and most likely Jameis will be on that list because there are some guys out here that will either this. Oh, you all right, Mo?
Oh, my bad.
There's some good. There's some guys out here.
He didn't like that Jameis gonna be on that list.
There's some guys out here besides Jameis. There's some guys out here that are going to have to step up their game, or they either will be a backup or they will be out of the league next season.
They'll be like RG3.
Be on ESPN. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But as every athlete that I know will always say, I would rather be on the football field than in the booth or in the stands or coach on the sideline. Everybody that's a player would rather be in the field on the field, on the baseball diamond, basketball court. Just it is what it is. All right, Mo, you have anything for us before we get up out of here tonight? I know it looks like you have some video technical difficulties.
My camera didn't tripped out on me. Man, just appreciate y'all for having us on. I really appreciate the platform. Love to talk. It's good. If you guys ever need me back on, I'm definitely on to tell y'all why the Texans might pull out these 5 games.
See, this is why the Lord turned your camera off. This is why the Lord turned your camera off. He don't like ugly, right? He wasn't here just being straight ugly by telling us that the Texans were going to win 5 games and then they need to sign Michael Thomas.
That's what it was.
All of that ugliness, just the Lord turned the camera off.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not going to lie. I just want to say this as well. We went over everybody's schedule, but we did not go over the Titans, who we have to play. I'm just saying.
The Titans are going to win a minimum 12 games. We're not even worried about y'all. Y'all are a speck on our radar, sir.
The Titans win in the AFC South. Sir.
Yeah, so we're not even going to have this discussion at all.
Wow. Okay. So 12 games?
It'll be on the board. It'll be on the board.
And for Lee is asking again, as always, merch, please, season coming too soon.
Before the season starts. There you go.
So that'll be a couple weeks. We'll get that done ASAP. And if it doesn't come before the season start, I promise you'll get it during the season. You will get it ASAP.
Before the season start.
Or it says it's going to happen before the season. Will happen before the season. All right. As always, another very beautiful special episode of X Talking Ish is in the books. We will see y'all next week, Tuesday at 9 o'clock. We appreciate y'all as always. See y'all next time on X Talking Ish.